Now available in paperback and e-readers. Easteen, Little Girl Lost. The devilish diva helps a lost little girl find her way home in this devilishly funny Easteen series adventure. Get Easteen, Little Girl Lost in paperback and e-readers today. In most parts of the country, many of these Confederate statues are being taken down and removed. And I have a question to ask the Afro-American Negro. How does that help you? Because I look at this whole situation with these Confederate statues and I don't see how it benefits any black person outside of being a symbolic victory. Because at the end of the day, once the statues are removed, your community remains in the same state it was in before those statues were taken down. And that state of your community is a dysfunctional one because those same places where those Confederate statues were, most of the businesses in those areas, you don't own a single one in. Most of those areas, you don't own a single piece of property in. And in most of those places, you don't really have a voice politically because you have absolutely no economic power. So, how is removing a statue of a long dead Confederate soldier or Confederate symbol going to impact you? Because when I look at these black communities, which still are going to have Arab owned grocery stores in them, still have Korean hair and nail salons in them, and still have white and Hispanic owned supermarkets in them, how have things changed once that Confederate statue was taken down? You're still going to that Arab owned grocery store to buy stale cookies and rotten milk. You're still going to go to that Korean hair and nail salon and beauty supply store to get your hair weave and your fake nails. And you're still going to be going to Hispanics to go get your groceries at their supermarkets, or a white person's grocery and supermarket to get your groceries. And you're going to be going to Indians who own your Dunkin' Donuts, your McDonald's, and many other fast food places. So the statue of the white racist is gone, but your economy still remains in the same dysfunctional state. And what's really sad about your community remaining in the same dysfunctional state is that you do not understand what you needed to do. Instead of complaining about a statue of a long dead white person, you should have been trying to build your own black economy. Now, I look at this whole Confederate statues issue and I look at the black communities and I say to myself, you know, you had 8 years of Barack Obama. You should have been taking that time to build your black community, but instead, other people, non-black people, and white people continue to get rich off of black people. However, during Jim Crow, at the height of racism, we had those Confederate statues up, and most black people had their own businesses, had their own enterprise, and did business with each other, while these statues of General Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson and many other Confederates were erected all over this country. Black people had their own business institutions, and they walked right by those statues and said to themselves, we're going to go to work and work for ourselves. But the modern day, college educated, professional Afro-American Negro is more upset about a statue than the state of his own community. His community has an economy controlled by everyone else, but he's more upset about a statue of a long dead white person than trying to build an economy to enrich the quality of life for the black people in his neighborhood. Moreover, he talks about removing symbols of racism, but he doesn't want to do anything about this black church, which has been a historical symbol for many years. And the black pastor has been a person who no one wants to deal with, who has participated in racism and white supremacy. He doesn't want to deal with him, but he's upset about a statue. And it shows me, again, how dysfunctional your Afro-American Negro truly is and how dysfunctional he is regarding his own community. He sits there and he gets mad at about a statue and wants to protest over the removal of the statue and is happy over the removal of the statue, but he's not going to focus on doing something that would have been more constructive, like his grandfather and great-grandfather did, which was open businesses around that statue and show the world that you are going to overcome racism and white supremacy by building a strong black economy. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to try some of my books, you can go to Amazon.com to try them. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.